Greetings everyone, here's Ludwig again, and this is the game The Great War, Western Front. This is now part number 3, and in the first two episodes I played the December 1914 events. We had some battles with the French and with the British. I was able to achieve one total victory at Arras, but not the second one. And there was also one engagement with the French. But it was a great victory, but no total victory. So I was not able to destroy some stars. And the first turn, I think the Entente never attacks the Germans back, so now it is January 1915, and my reinforcements arrive at the front line and is now ready for active duty. So I have at least normally everywhere more or less 3 units. And here is more or less a small Schwerpunkt of German forces. I have here 5 and here is 4. And here are still only small numbers of French forces. So maybe I will attack here today, because I have here 4 and 5 units can go against the 2, so I have more than double the forces. This would be a good point to attack on my side. The rest looks for stable. So I have normally everywhere 3. But if you play this game, you also must always react to the enemy movements. So the Allied AI used also the turn to reinforce his positions. And you can see now there's no backup forces in Calais and in Paris. So somewhere the French put in the forces. And I can see already many tokens. So this is 8 corps. So this is for sure a Schwerpunkt. Additionally here also 8. So it is very likely that the Allied commander will go on this hex. I have here 3 units, but if the Allied forces will also do this, they always try to focus on one hex. So I think it is important to get here reinforcements. The question is now from where. I cannot take them from these 2 hexes, because they are also in range of this 8 clip hex. Or from the French can also attack here. I also cannot take them out from Metz. 3 is the minimum I need. Then I must also check where is the next. The British are here in the north, very strong. 8 and 5. This is weak. So he is also very likely maybe the British will attack in Lille. I have here 5 units. This is enough, I think, to hold the line. Also this 4 is enough. So maybe I can afford to take here units away. 4, 5, 4. The French is here very weak with only 1. Here I could maybe attack and simply overrun the enemy. He is also only 1. So this is also a good opportunity for me to attack. Here I can maybe achieve a victory, and here I can also achieve a victory. The problem is always how you balance attack and defense. I only can say for sure that the French will normally attack here. Or here. These 2 hexes are very dangerous. Metz, I think, is also possible. So how many forces I can spare? What I could normally do is, Verdun has only 3 corps. I could maybe take here 1 out, but then I'm already low at 2. I don't want to go lower. I don't see here strong forces here, so I maybe can take here 1 unit away. I have here elite forces, so I maybe will bring in my... maybe I bring my elite forces. Normally I like elite forces more for attack, not so much for defense. So I will say 1 additional troop to Strasbourg. And then I take one here away.
Wir sind unterwegs.
This gives me at least 50% of the combat value that the attacker have. I think this is the minimum you need to have a chance to really survive the attack. So anywhere else I can take forces away? This is only a 2 hex. This is a 3 hex. Maybe Mets need some reinforcements? Maybe. So I take here also one unit and bring it to Mets. Then I have still here 4. This is double. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Here 4 against 2. Yeah, I can strike. 5 against 3. 4 against 1. That is easy. Maybe I take one more and bring here.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Yeah, I think this is enough. I don't want weaken my own attacks too much, then they have no really chance to success or succeed at the end. I have no R&D points left because I put my money inside the additional fonts in the future, so that I get now every turn 1,400 gold. My base supplies are still at 2,500 because I don't build any infrastructure. I also wait with this. I am a little passive, maybe. You can be more aggressive, but it is also still winter time. It's maybe not the best time to attack here now. So let's see where I can strike. I want at least double the attack value to attack. 8. Here I have 5. This is enough for defense. 5. This is also enough. I could normally now use this guy's attack here. This is a good opportunity. But if I don't attack Arras, this star will be repaired. So I'm forced to attack. But if I want attack here, I maybe must use this guys. Then I have 5 to 5. But if I do this, this unit in Lille will have a lower morale, and this will make it more easy for the British to attack me later on. So I maybe don't want to do this. I could normally use this guys. Then I must go with 4 against 5. It's also not an advantage. So it's really, you push for the victory, or you try only achieve the most cheap victory possible and simply slaughter enemy units. And I will maybe do this. I will take now this 4 guys and go against this 1 French forces. This looks for me like a good deal. Now here is auto victory. I don't know if we really want to do this. I try it first. So attack supply costs 1,100. Again, I have here 4 corps, but this conscript units are really only for defense, so I can normally only use the normal infantry. But the artillery is all for every corps the same. So if elite, normal or conscript, they always have 1 light and 1 heavy artillery. There's no difference. Good. First I build some defense. I need a second line here. And maybe here a little more. It's only if the allies ever attacking me here. I don't expect it, but it can happen. I think this is enough. Good, 430 supplies are left. First, if I want to attack, I need artillery. Without artillery, you can never really achieve anything. This is for maybe here. So 1, 2, 3. 3 is enough? Maybe 3 is enough. It also costs over 70 supplies, so I don't want to waste here too much money. You can see that the conscripts now only cost me 1, but it makes no sense to call them in first. It's always only the backup reinforcements. Because here I can save much more money if I call them in. It's the beginning of the battle. So first fill the trench lines.
Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst.
Ah, one more.
Verstärkung macht Meldung.
Make this map small, so I'm ready. I have 30 squads, more I cannot call in. I have 3 light artillery, this is also I think enough. And the PC already told me that he is normally easy victory to achieve, so I hope I can really fulfill this.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
And this is more B point and A point is more or less at the same level. It's very close together. I like always to take at the right side, right flank.
Wir müssen diese Stellung halten.
So I prepare all my forces here.
Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben. Bereit machen. An die Linie.
Maybe I call this guys in front.
Achtung! Feuerstellung einnehmen.
Here,
Wir
2
haben neue
more.
Befehle. Wir halten hier.
Maybe one guy I keep
Auf der
here in
Feuerstufe
defense.
bereit machen. Warten auf
And the other
Befehle.
one here.
In Stellung gehen.
Only to have some emergency defense if there's enemy counterattacks coming in. Good.
Bereit machen. Wir halten hier die Stellung.
What I miss is normally that you can if you maybe mark all your units and then you give some formation and then they will line up. This is still a little messy, like there can be some improvement over time, hopefully, with coming patches. And you can also see that if you give an order of a unit outside of the map, then they still acting like this. Yes, this is all small stuff, nothing too important, but can improve over time. Good. So I can use here all my artillery, so I can normally suppress everything. I give now simply the order for
Bereit an der Linie.
going
Wir haben
in.
neue Befehle.
First the
An die
end of the
Linie.
trenches. These 2
Wir haben
guys.
neue Befehle. Feuerstellung
Hier.
einnehmen. Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Bereit machen.
So this and here the trench.
Achtung! Bereit an der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie.
1
Wir haben neue Befehle.
and 2.
Feuerstellung einnehmen.
So let's them run first.
Warten auf Befehle. Wir müssen diese Stellung halten.
Waiting for enemy fire. Okay.
Seid bereit,
And now
Jungs, wir
pressing.
Sperrfeuerwalze laden. Wir haben
1
unsere Ziele. Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Sperrfeuerwalze befeuert.
2
Ladet sie nach. Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen.
3.
Feuert auf diese Stellung.
Achtung! Wir ziehen uns zurück. Wir haben neue Befehle. Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt. Wir haben neue Befehle.
So I
Feuer frei.
give this guys the order to attack immediately the MG positions. Oh, there's the second. Oh, 2 more.
Die Arme hoch, Jungs. Bereit machen. Wir geben uns.
Good.
Positionen vorbereiten. Feuer.
Next Sperrfeuer
Walze einleiten. Mannschaft.
or suppressing fire.
Für leichte Sperrfeuer. Bereit, Jungs. Wir haben unsere Ziele.
Schwenkt die Weiße vorne! Achtung! Wählt die Ziele niederlegen!
Try to destroy the MG nest as soon as possible.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Alle
Pull back.
zurückziehen! Warten auf Befehle!
Pull back.
Zurückziehen! Bereit machen! Feuer frei! Achtung!
There's still some forces not in the trench, and this is of course always dangerous now. My artillery is nearly ready to fire again.
Auf der Feuerstufe wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen!
Maybe like this.
Die Arme hoch, Jungs! Warten auf Befehle. Bereit an
Go
der
here
Linie.
in.
Bereit machen. An die
Go
Linie.
there in.
Bereit für Feuer.
More suppress fire.
Ladet sie nach. Sperrfeuerwalze auf diese Positionen. Diese Position mit Sperrfeuerwalze einleiten.
Achtung! Feuerstellung einnehmen! Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir ergeben uns. Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir gehen zurück. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Auf der Feuerstufe die Weiße vorne.
Oh.
Die Waffen niederlegen.
I need your reinforcements.
Achtung! Wir können hier nicht gewinnen. Gehen. Die haben neue Befehle.
Not
Wir
all
haben
sources
neue
take so.
Befehle. Jetzt aber im Laufschritt.
I mean the losses are very high losses. Somehow these 2 MG positions are messing up my attack. If you have heavy artillery, you can snipe them out more or less.
Warten auf Befehle.
Ah,
Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie.
yeah, I nearly arrived here intact.
Achtung!
But I really need more reinforcements.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir halten hier. Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir halten hier die Stellung. Warten auf Befehle.
These guys are out of... They cannot fight more. So what I can do now is maybe...
Mannschaft Sperrfeuer befohlen.
Oh, this is not working. I still have enough supplies, so I don't must worry too much. I try to catch the enemy units, but not to disable my own. So I do this.
Bereit
I
machen.
give both units in order to attack the MG nest first.
Achtung! An die Linie.
Nah. Oops, this was half sweet.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Warten auf Befehle. In Stellung gehen.
Where's my reinforcements? Are here.
Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie. Achtung! An die Linie. Wir ergeben uns.
Ah. But I must wait. Reinforcements.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Achtung! In Stellung gehen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie. Diese Stellung. Wir haben
Good,
neue
now I can
Befehle.
cause this to
Warten auf
Und
Befehle.
weg.
Rückzug! Bereit machen! Wir ziehen uns zurück!
Now no enemy unit is more here to defend the spot, so I can take it over.
Achtung! An die Linie!
I think this guy is
Wir
also a
haben
little
neue
burnt
Befehle.
out.
Alle Mann zurückziehen!
Not more
Wir
useful
haben
for
neue
any
Befehle.
attack.
Feuerstellung einnehmen!
This is really a very bloody attack. So this I think kind of battles are better maybe be automatic. You maybe this was really unlucky that there are 2 enemy machine posts behind the lines, and I suffered so much. Good. Now we can call the reinforcements here indirectly.
Verstärkung bereit! Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
This is maybe enough.
Warten auf Befehle. Wir müssen diese Stellung halten. Bereit machen. Ausschwärmen. Achtung! Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben.
Now I try to flank from behind.
Wir halten hier. Wir halten hier die Stellung.
Still no fire.
Wir
Ah,
haben
now
neue
we
Befehle.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle.
Suppress fire.
Unsere Ziele.
Wir
So,
haben
this
neue
guys
Befehle.
go here
Auf
in.
der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Warten auf Befehle. In Stellung
Go in
gehen.
here.
Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie.
Go in here.
Achtung, an die
And
Linie.
here. There's more fire coming here. Okay.
Ladet sie nach. Sperrfeuerwalze
Suppress.
befohlen.
Schwenkt die
And
Laser.
I would expect here more.
Feuert auf diese Stellung.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Die Waffen niederlegen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstufe bereit. Warten auf Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie.
Ah. There's one more trench.
Mannschaften Sperrfeuer befohlen.
Maybe like
Feuerwalze einleiten.
Achtung, an die Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle.
and also fire coming from here again.
Waffen für leichte Sperrfeuer laden. Alle Waffen abfeuern.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Hier nicht gewinnen. Alle zurück.
This guy I can call back.
Warten auf Befehle.
Go into the trench. Go here.
Diese Stellung gehört uns. Achtung.
Also
Wir
call
gehen
back.
zurück. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Call back.
Rückzug. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie. Achtung. Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie.
Fine.
Wir müssen diese Stellung halten.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Feuerwalze laden.
Taking the main central point, so I will may suppress this.
Unsere Positionen diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen.
At the same time call this guys and go for this one and this
Warten auf
to
Befehle.
here. Yeah, now we'll kill each other. But there's no blood in this game. So not so brutal. This guy is too
Wir
damaged.
ziehen uns zurück.
And this guy is maybe also too damaged.
Alle Mann zurückziehen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
I need a little more reinforcements.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
Maybe
Verstärkung
4
macht
more
Meldung.
is enough.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Ausrücken. Warten auf Befehle. Wir sind unterwegs.
Looks like I can achieve here the Swiss or the complete sweep and a total victory.
Bereit machen.
It's always a question how much it cost me. Supplies, life, money.
Gefechtsformation.
But it's again, this is First World War, so we really only count with how much you pay for the victory or
Wir
for your
halten
losses.
hier.
Like, you don't really count how many lives you lost, it only asks how much you must pay to replace them. Oh. Okay, there are still French units.
Mannschaften bereit.
So,
Befohlen.
suppress fire here.
Feuert auf diese Stellung.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir halten hier die Stellung.
There's also still something coming out of this trench.
Granaten für
So
leichte
maybe this.
Sperrfeuerwalze einleiten.
These
Wir
two
haben
guys
neue
go in.
Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Warten
In
auf
this go
Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Bereit machen.
This was the second
Bereit an
one.
der Linie. Achtung! An die Linie. Wir haben
And the rest
neue
is coming
Befehle.
behind.
Diese Stellung gehört uns.
At the same time, I can maybe try to rush here inside.
Feuerstellung einnehmen. Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
Must only keep an eye if there's enemy units inside. Yeah, there's a machine gun.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Für Sperrfeuerwalze laden. Alle Waffen abfeuern.
Bereit machen. Die Arme hoch, Jungs. Wir ergeben uns. Achtung, schwenkt die weiße Fahne. In Stellung gehen. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Okay.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Here I can
Bereit
get
an der
more
Linie.
guys in.
Warten auf Befehle.
Here I need
Ladet sie nach. Sperrfeuerwalze.
suppressing fire. Oh. Maybe I go first here.
Achtung! Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie. Die Waffen
Ah.
niederlegen.
So this guy's still shooting on me.
Positionen, diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Wir haben unsere Ziele.
Wir können hier nicht neue Befehle. Feuerstellung
These guys are too damaged. I call them back.
bereit machen. Die Arme hoch, Jungs.
Mannschaften bereit. Befohlen.
Achtung! Wir ergeben uns. Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir gehen zurück.
Yeah, a little more tight than I expected here.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
But now I stay behind the enemy MG, so I can take it out.
Seid bereit, Jungs. Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuer auf diese
Not that I really need this, but
Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Achtung!
Good. This looks like the last French unit is defeated. Total victory here. I consumed all of my supplies. But if I can achieve the victory, then everything was correct. No one asked more how many guys died here today. We only will write down in the history books that Germany achieves the next brilliant victory against lazy French baguette eating cowards. And this we will
Wir haben
remember.
neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
So now I must only wait, because there's simply no faster time, only double. So, sweep, victory for the Germans. A great victory. 1 star is destroyed. But you can see this victory cost me 866 gold, and the allies only must pay 500 roughly to pay back the infantry. I lost 6,500 infantry, the British 3,500. But I destroy 1 star, and it's the same time the morale. It's a victory, so the home front will always celebrate this. And for the Allied, it's a defeat. Even if this is maybe a tactical victory because they inflicted more damage on my side, it's why you have here this counting of points. And yeah, 9 to 17 is the total overall. Good. And I consume more or less, I think, only what I have for my basic infantry. No additional supply consumption. Good. And I must pay 100 supplies here for my global, plus a lot of money. Unluckily, you don't have really a history of your balance sheet or of your supply situation. You don't know how it's really going up or down. This I miss here. That you get a feeling how is the situation in the long run. So at the end, this is now burning, 1 star less. I attacked from this position, okay. So maybe I strike now again with the second forces, because these French units have now minus 15, they have simply fatigue. If I do this, I have here again very likely auto victory on my side. I can now make auto and see how it plays out. It's only a victory, not a great victory. So it's cost me but less. So the efficiency is much higher. Supply consumption is the same, but I pay less gold. But I don't get the star destroyed, and I also don't get any victory. I mean, no morale for myself. We both losing. This is why you maybe won't play it by yourself most of the time. Good. Maybe there's some other spot where I can attack. 2, 2, 1, 3. Here's only a 1, but I have no unit to attack more. And this all looks not so fine. So maybe I will, if I end now the turn, we will have the Allied attack me. Maybe we can do this and then I finish the turn. I still must kill some British units, but I have 5 more turns to achieve this. 4 against 3 is... no, this is not a good... Yes, also 4 against 2. This could work, but I maybe hold back first. No. So I end my turn now, and then we will see what the Allied or the Entente is doing here. Yeah, and they attacking here at here. Okay, I have 5 standard corps. The Allies is coming with 8, but I don't know what. So I go now engage the battle. We are both fresh. This is the first battle of this month. And of course you can always I mean, if I know this is now my defense, so I must only normally hold. I think it's not possible to destroy the enemy star. It's only that I must defend my own stars here. But we can see that the map is a little so you have this big area where no one can build something, so you cannot connect all of your defense. You have more or less like X and Y to defend. So I make here outer parameter and the second line. Like this. Good. And because this is defense, here I think it's more important to have MG positions. And I think also it's important to have them more deep, not so much at the front line. Because then they're getting not too easy to blasted by enemy artillery fire. How much money I have left? Oh, yeah. Maybe I can go here and here. But here I also need more. So first I call in more infantry. This MG positions don't cost me any slot, so only artillery, only this artillery and the balloons will cost me slots. This is luckily. I take it the first line I only really make only one. Because in the defense it is important to have every fire position filled.
Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung.
So, one more here. Oh no, there is already 2. Ah yeah, I call them back later. Where I need more backup forces, maybe here. And one more guy. So, out of supplies, I could maybe... No, I cannot even call one more MC nest. So this is everything what I have. And I don't go for artillery and defense. You can do it, but so far I think I like this more. Good, let's go for battle. First makes map small. I call better back this for backup.
Warten auf Befehle. Bereit an der Linie.
Ah, here is no one. So there's a French balloon, so they have a total overview. But it looks like... Oh, here's also a balloon. I still see no forces coming. And I will not bother to attack them, because you cannot attack without artillery. And I have here no artillery. So, let them come. So, I can go for double speed. Ah, yeah. Now the Belgian troops are coming, because the French are... Yeah, they are what they are. They always let their allies, or their puppets start attack first. And this is attack without artillery fire, so no suppressing fire. So this was more we only scouts. And you can easily see that you cannot attack any trench position backed up by MG without suppressing fire. It's impossible. I mean, if you want to do this, try the Russian way. And you throw 1 million on the enemy and still don't achieve anything. Here's a concentration of forces. But again, they're taking over open field. Ah, and here's now artillery fire. This is suppressing fire. This is why you need always backup lines behind to cover your line before. Don't stay too close. If it's too close, the suppressing fire will simply suppress everything. So you need always a little distance. And this is elite forces attacking. This is all normal, ordinary stuff, but this French unit was just an elite corps. So more Belgians attacking. This is now really, truly First World War, more or less. There's also more elite troops. If the elite troops can enter the trench, then they really can show. And here, the PC also, or the IA, tried to suppress my MGs, because MGs are really the strongest defense building you have early in the war. Now I see that the enemy is coming here, so I will reinforce my position. My engine position is already overrun. This looks fine first. These guys are lost. I must wait that the artillery fire is over. The question is if the artillery fire is ever over. This is now maybe a non-stop bombardment. I go here one. So always move in the trench, then the casualties are low. More French attacking here, French-Belgian troops. And this first line of defense is really only to cover the MG, that they can fire. Because the MG need always someone to scout. The MG itself have, I think, no good sign of or range of sight, so they cannot see very far. So you need always some infantry cover them. At least this helps. Now they're taking here again, but my units are fresh, and I bring the second units in because I expect this. So the French are defeated, so I try immediately to retake my first line of defense. This line will also fall sooner or later. Artillery. More artillery. So I bring my backup forces in position. You cannot heal the MG position, so this you must simply accept. But later you can upgrade them to concrete, I think, position. This is only with sandbags, so this is more vulnerable against artillery fire. Oh, at the same time they also attacking here still. Oh, they just overcome my defense here. One MG position is already defeated. But I always have deeper defense positions, so they always cover each other. And you can see here already that the forces, they're starting here, so the British, French, Belgian forces already lost maybe 25% of their power. This looks fine so far. So here's no... I don't worry at this position, this looks fine. They're stronger here. But still not really successful. And they asked for ceasefire. I could normally more or less end now the battle, but I say no, I'm fine. Try it again. If you want to attack more, then attack more. If the enemy is already strong, pushing and take maybe one or two objected, but not the last objected, I would maybe say, okay, I accept the ceasefire. But in this case, I have still all of my positions, so I don't have any reason why I won't accept this. If he won't come, let him come. Consume more supplies. So in the long run, all of this artillery costs supplies. So I don't see anything more coming here.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Yeah, no way that I can get these guys out. In the moment I will tell them to withdraw, they will go out of the trench and then they get killed by the artillery. Now they also die, but now they still can maybe force some enemy fire. Ah, the French also coming out and die immediately. Thank you.
Warten auf Befehle.
So, because they die all, I go immediately, take the next trench.
Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen.
Good. I make now double speed and see if there's anything more coming. Now the Entente, the French, they don't have more of this unit, so they cannot spy more on me. I think they also fix this. I think before the AI can always see, or at least they're acting like they can see everything, but now it's really, if they don't have scouts, they don't really attack more. Oh, more coming here. Elite infantry. Ah, no shots. Okay, these guys I can call back.
Warten auf Befehle. An der Linie.
Take.
Bereit machen. An die Linie.
Reinforce the first line, but I would never really put too many units in the first line. It's really only, like the Germans also in 1917 latest, they realized the first line of defense you need only something inside, but you don't need a lot of units. You better have your units in the second or third line, and then you can, then they're out of artillery bombardment, and it's still easy enough to reinforce where you really need them, and the enemy bombardment will not have too much impact. Good. So Everything quiet at the Western Front. So the problem is now I have only the option to surrender, then I will give up my positions. This will make no sense. So I cannot request this ceasefire. Only the attacker can do this. And so far I know they only do this once. Oh, now something more smart. They're coming from behind. So I better change the position. So they're coming from B and they're walking here down and trying to outflank me. I better go here hand-to-hand combat.
Rettet euch! Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen!
Ah, I was too slow.
In Stellung gehen!
Now they destroy my MG positions. Okay, I need some more reinforcements here.
Bereit an der Linie! Bereit machen! Achtung! An die Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle! Feuerstellung einnehmen! Wir haben neue Befehle! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen! Warten auf Befehle! In Stellung gehen!
Ah, there are more Belgian troops behind the line. Luckily they don't go for my... Normally I must call in maybe some backup forces here.
Melde mich zum Dienst!
At least 3.
Verstärkung macht Meldung! Bereit machen! Bereit an der
One.
Linie! Achtung! Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben! Wir haben neue Befehle! Feuerstellung einnehmen!
Ah, they're coming from behind again.
Befehle.
Yeah, I miss here one MG position maybe here next time. So, but this map will keep. So if I have the same position, the same attack, I mean, if the enemy attack out of the same position, province, this province, I have exactly the same map with the same layout. So next time I can invest a little more money and try to build here maybe come a little closer so that there is no gap more. So still waiting that the enemy give up.
Warten auf Befehle.
Ah, there was something. But the enemy is now clearly out of supplies. Not more as a big attacks.
Bereit machen!
Ah, okay.
Auf der
Reinforced.
Feuerstufe bereit machen!
Second ceasefire. No. If you really think you can attack here. More Belgian troops are left. And you can always see if something is surrendering, then you get points for this. This guy's a little weak. I call him back.
Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen!
Huh? Still more Belgian troops? Belgian troops are cheap, I think. Tja. If they come one by one, then it's of course easy. But you can also see that the PC, and you can also do this, trying always to use artillery to destroy enemy MG positions, because you really cannot go for them in frontal attack. You must suppress them, or you must destroy them, or you must outflank them. If you touch them, you can see here this little line of white. I don't know why they use white. Oh, Then maybe destroy my units here.
Wir sind neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie. Warten auf
Ja,
Befehl.
genau.
An die Linie. Das ist zu viel. Rückzug. Bereit machen. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Achtung. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Hier. Wählt eure Ziele.
Where are they running? Oh, they want to take my headquarter.
Wir
Okay,
haben neue
good.
Befehle. Gehen.
Only 10 seconds left. Okay. End of battle. The attack achieves nothing. The positions are still stable. And it was a major victory in defense for me. So if you're a defender, again you take more points, base points. Don't know why they equal with 1000 to 500 and not 500 to 0, but anyway. So I get 2100 points for killing all of this infantry. So it is really... Killing infantry alone will not achieve many points. But I still get more points for defense killing than for attacking killing. Normally the attacker must achieve points with taking base or positions, and the defender get simply more points by killing. And because I have here so many, I don't know, I get here Medal of Honor and Life Medal, so I get bonus points. So I have here normally 15 to 16. If I go for the total, then I make here out of this a 10 to 13. 5 from the battle and 5 for the medals I earn. The enemy get normally minus 12, but then he get a plus 4, but minus, plus 3 implying minus 4. So in total he lost 13 morale points. The allies spent nearly 1,500 and I only paid 250. So it's a very cheap defense victory for me and a very costly attack. Costly by money, not by life. Okay? Don't mix this. Who care life in First World War? Good. Major victory. 10 morale for me, 13 for minus for the Entente. It cost me some money. This is the people died. I must replace them. But I don't consume global supplies. Now there's the next attack. I don't know if I can save now. No, I think I must play this again. So I play it again. Because the PC say I will maybe likely lose this, and I hope I normally have enough attack power for this. So I engage the battle. This is now another map. So this looks more straightforward. Frontal attack. I need first defense. Second line. The third line. He is already a lot. Maybe only a little. Now they are all connected. Good, enough for defense. Now I need them G positions. Maybe like this. Good. And again, MG positions are only for this one battle, so you will not take them. You don't can keep them. Let's say this. And I normally never make MG positions the first line. They are more or less often useless. Oh, I make a mistake. I don't check how many supplies I have. I have only 100, so I must call some back. 3 MGs here. This is maybe also too many. Maybe like this. Then I first infantry, because infantry I would always go max, if possible.
Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
Double here.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst.
Single here.
Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit.
Here two
Wir sind
more.
eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
More backup
Wir
here.
kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
Now I have for 3 MG positions still money. So one here. One here. And maybe one more here. Good. Find out. Where the French will attack. And this is still the beginning of the war, so of course this is the stage of the war where the defender is clearly normally in advantage. You need artillery to overcome enemy MG positions and trench. Later you can increase your trench, get them better. You can also get your MG positions stronger so that they are not more vulnerable against artillery fire. At the same time you get siege artillery, more artillery, faster firing artillery, poison gas attack, and then also tanks. So at the end of the war 1718, all the improvement in defense will simply not catch up with the enemy. Once you have close air support, tanks, and a strong short artillery barrage, you can build whatever you want. You will always crack the enemy defense. But this is now first in 15. In 15-16 I think the defense is simply always stronger. And the question is now how you manage the situation. Okay. The Allies using a lot of suppressing fire as the first line of defense. Of course, it makes sense. And I use a lot of MG fire to kill. Ah, these are also Canadian. Ah, the Canadian are here. They won't die for the Empire. That's stupid. Okay, the first line is still full. Oh no, my MG position. Ah. Okay. Time to retake. This was a little too fast. I was not able to defend my MGs. must move up my...
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung ein! Wir haben neue Befehle.
reserve. I must kick out the enemy here out of the first line, or he can call in all his artillery fire on my MG position here. Ah, there's still more coming.
Warten auf Befehle.
I need more support.
Feuerstufe bereit machen. In Stellung gehen. Wir sind verloren.
Quickly, quickly!
Wir haben neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Okay.
Warten auf Befehle. An die Linie. Bereit machen. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
Reinforcements.
Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Das ist zu viel. Rückzug. Warten auf Befehle. Zurück nach hinten. Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie.
I must maybe call in some reinforcements.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Rettet euch! Lauft!
Oh no, my second MG going down here.
An die Linie!
Ah, I just saved it.
Wir
Lucky.
sind verloren. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Time
Wir haben neue
to
Befehle.
counter-attack.
Einnehmen.
Oh, this MG is also nearly dead. First checking if the trenches are empty. Ah. Looks like.
Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Bereit machen. In Stellung gehen. Achtung, bereit an der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Bereit machen. In Stellung gehen. Achtung! Bereit an der Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle! An die Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle! Stellung einnehmen! Warten auf Befehle! Das ist zu viel! Rückzug!
Oh yeah, now my MG position is dead. But it costs the ally or the Entente a lot of ammunition, and this means also supplies. I need here some
Bereit machen!
guys in this
Auf der
position.
Feuerstufe bereit machen! Achtung! In Stellung gehen! Wir haben neue Befehle!
I need more
Bereit an der
front.
Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle! Befehle.
Ah, there's a French guy.
Feuerstellung einnehmen. Bereit machen. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Achtung, in Stellung gehen.
So I can move this guy forward.
Bereit an der Linie. Zurück nach hinten.
No.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Us, we have pushed back the forces. Okay. But they're still pushing a lot.
Warten auf Befehl. An die Linie. Bereit machen. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
I maybe call in more reinforcements. I don't see any activity on the left side, so maybe it's time to shift here some
Auf der
forces.
Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Lauft! Wir sind verloren. Das ist zu viel. Rückzug! Zurück nach hinten! Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie. Achtung, an die Linie.
Ja. Still a successful defense. All my points are under control. More coming, of course.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Warten auf Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Bereit machen. Rettet euch!
More troops?
Achtung!
More troops.
Bereit an der Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle! An die Linie! Wir haben neue Befehle!
Taking on these guys.
Warten auf Befehle! Feuerstellung einnehmen!
They're nearly breaking through.
Bereit machen! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen! Achtung! In Stellung gehen!
And the next attack.
Wir haben neue Befehle!
Yeah, a lot of bombardment. And this is the only way you really can achieve victory. Always suppress enemy, storm the front, overwhelm the enemy. And take all the positions. Yeah.
Wir sind verloren! Das ist zu viel! Wir haben neue Befehle! Bereit an der Linie! Warten auf Befehle! An die Linie!
So now every trench have another trench to cover. And a little distance, so there's normally never enough suppressing fire. so that I maybe not kill all of these attackers, but I can at least suffer maybe a third or half of the enemy attacking forces already dead before they can enter my trenches and have hand-to-hand combat. Yeah. And again, it makes no sense to call these guys back if they are under fire. Then I simply better let them stay there and have a little more purpose. So the time is also nearly over, and the French are still not able to take the Y. Now they kicked all of the units out of the range of this position. I think they will not attack more on this side. Still more French forces. Okay, now I lost Y. I maybe must prepare a counter-attack. Still too many forces attacking me that I really can launch a counter-attack. You can see that the allies, they have still so many. Non-stop Artilleriebombardement.
Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen!
Tja, there's nothing left. I can call in more reinforcements, but the time is nearly over. Well.
Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Zurück nach hinten! Wir haben neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie! Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen! An die Linie! Achtung! Feuerstellung einnehmen! Rettet euch!
Only 1 minute left.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen!
I mean, compared to what they invest, all of this supplies and the little I lost, it's still a victory for me.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Okay, kick them out. Uh, 30 seconds left. So I cannot counter attack more, there's still too many coming.
Wir sind verloren. Das ist zu viel. Rückzug. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen.
Still, I would say the defense was okay. Could be better, but if you throw enough ammunition, manpower on one spot, then you will get the victory. But again, over 2,000 gold for this attack and only 800 for my defense. 16,000 Entente troops get destroyed against only 6,000. So still, the attacker have here many points, mainly because he gets his Y point. This is alone already 800 points, and he can achieve many meal combat victories. So many times he can overcome me. I think this is for the attacker a bonus. When I get simply only by mow down enemy forces a lot of points. Well, at the end it's -4 to -7. I would still say because I don't lose a star. So if it's like this, then I would still say it's a victory for me. I don't lose a star. The enemy burning more money. So I lose not really anything, and he also lose more morale than me. So it is my victory. And no global consumption of supplies, but 800 gold less. Good, and this is now end of the turn. So we are now arrived at February 1915. I get additional forces, 2 conscript, so 2 support and 4 normal infantry troops. Plus 1,400 because I have already a second upgrade for money support and 1 additional resource point. Good. Next time we see how's the situation, and if you still want to see more, let me know. And if you have any questions, always ask. Thank you all, see you next time, take care, bye bye.